Hi, my name's Rich Peppier. I'm the writer and director at Kneecap, and I just want to send a quick note to say, thank you so much for including our film in the 10th, I believe, annual Irish American movie Hooley. Thank you to Mike Houlihan for all of his work over 10 years of promoting Irish film. I know one of our stars, Jessica Reynolds, came out and she's reported back what a fabulous time she had, and it's a fantastic event, and the relationship between the Irish and you Yanks is long-standing and deep, and we do appreciate that you're holding events like this. I hope plenty of the black stuff was drunk, everyone had a good time, and I hope one day to make it out to Chicago to enjoy the events myself. So for now, Slan, and see you soon. Cheers.
Hello, my name is Alex Fegan. I'm the director of Sins of Ireland, which played at the Irish American movie Hooley in 2024. I want to thank Mike Houlihan and all his family, and Sarah Hand and all the team of the festival for looking after us so well. It was a great pleasure to be there. Had a wonderful time in Chicago, and hopefully we get to return again someday. Thank you so much.
Hello, I'm Rita Davern, and my film Stories I Didn't Know was at the Irish American Film Hooley last fall. I loved this festival, and in particular, I don't get to meet filmmakers from Ireland or hang out with them or learn from them. I don't get to go to screenings of films from Ireland. So this made all that possible. It was a complete delight. A second thing I really loved is how well the filmmakers and the actor were treated. We were put up at the Hilton Chicago, right across from Grant Park, and got picked up every evening by Sarah Hand, who looked after us so well and brought us to the historic Wilmette Theater, which is a treat in itself to be there in this little historic area. But the third thing that was really unique about this film festival and surprising is the concept that it's two films from Ireland, Northern Ireland, and one from the US that has an Irish connection. And that made for such brilliant cultural discoveries for me. It made unique connections and friendships happen. And lastly, it was a way to keep Irish culture alive here in the US, and that means a lot to me. So I hope you get a chance to participate, to be part of this festival in any way, and I wish you all very, very well.
Hi, this is Peter Callahan from the movie Out and About. I just wanted to take a moment to talk about how wonderful the Irish American Hooley was last weekend in Chicago. There is not a better film event than this in America or in Europe, frankly. I've been to a lot of festivals, and this one is right up there, if not the best of the bunch. Mike Houlihan and Sarah Hand are tremendous hosts, and they put you up real nice. They'll put you in a nice hotel downtown Chicago, which is a fabulous city if you've never been here. And the audiences at the festival are really great. It was a fantastic screening, really good turnout, top-notch technical facilities. So I cannot say enough things about it. It was a really fun experience, and thank you for having me.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Paddy McGivney here, one of the co-writers and co-directors of the film Lakelands. Just a very quick message to say thank you so much to Hooley and all the team for their incredible hospitality at this year's festival. We had an absolutely wonderful time. Hooley puts on an incredible show, and we could not have been any more looked after during our stay. It was a real privilege to meet so many proud Irish Americans along the way, and it's a really wonderful celebration of Irish culture across the pond. With a bit of luck, we'll get the opportunity to be a part of the festival and experience Chicago again in the future. But that's it from me. All the best, and the best of luck to everyone.
Hi Mike, hi Sarah. It's Kevin Magarivi, the main protagonist from the multi-award movie Young Plato. a film by Nasser Nahianon, Declan McGrath and David Rain. Listen, I just want to let everybody know what they will experience when they come to see you in Chicago. To all of you going in 2024, I am so jealous. I'm still in awe of the treatment, of how they make it so stress-free, from the airport to the hotel to the Q&As to the wonderful celebrations after. I cannot thank you enough. Mike, you know yourself, you're legendary. I've listened to many of the videos about you. I hope one day I will get to meet you again. But for me, in beautiful Georgia, Tbilisi, I really want to say thank you again. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah, if it wasn't for you, Mike wouldn't be so successful. See you soon.
Hey, this is Enda Lockman here, one of the writers and director of the movie Extraordinary, which screened at the 2022 Irish American Movie Hooley. So I'm just leaving this message to say what a great time we had, myself and Jenny, where we travelled over to the festival, and we had a great time. Hooley puts on quite the show for us, put us up in a lovely hotel, flew us over. I mean, we had a great weekend. What more can I say other than thanks a million for everything? We had a great time, and you know, let's keep in touch, and we'd love to come again even someday. So thanks very much for everything, guys, and have a great one in 2023. Bye.
Hello folks, my name's Tom McNamara, and I am the writer and director of this here film, The Boys of Kingsbridge, From Grammar School to Ground Zero, which was lucky enough to be in last year's Irish American Movie Hooley in Chicago. Thanks to the Houlihan family, Mike Houlihan and his family. But the real workers are Sarah and Nancy. Shout out to them, they were great. And I also like to shout out to my fellow filmmaker, Philip Doherty, who was in last year's film, and I got a chance to meet him and got along with him very well.
Hello, my name is Philip Doherty. I'm here on the beach, Spittle, next stop America. So I just want to say thank you so much to Mike and his team at the Movie Hooley Fest in Chicago. What an incredible weekend. Mike, you're such a character, it has to be said, and a legend. You've a brilliant team there, wonderful family. Sarah Hand was fantastic as well. Such a great team that made me feel so welcome, and we had such crack over the weekend. It was my first time having a film screened in America and to be at a live event, so that was a really special thing, and to be part of that and to chat to the people afterwards and to see that live reaction, to hang out with other filmmakers and to tour the city of Chicago. It is really one of the great cities in the world, and I had such a laugh and such a brilliant time. So it is a really special boutique festival, something that made me feel cherished to be Irish and to present these films in America and Irish culture to be so celebrated as part of this festival. I loved every second of it, and I think it's now a rite of passage for a filmmaker to go to Chicago to be part of this festival. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best. So for me and my sidekick Peggy, bye bye. That's her. Slán agus Gurmagi.
Hello everybody, my name is John Connors. I'm an actor, writer, filmmaker from Ireland, and I had the pleasure of attending the Irish American Movie Hooley not too long ago, and I have to say it was one of the most unforgettable weekends of my life, and we had some crack. Mike himself is a gentleman, and all the people who work with him to make the festival the best it can be. I have to say it's just a pleasure to be there and to be surrounded by people who love Irish culture and people who love Irish film. So if you're going there or you're entering, brace yourself, because you're going to have an absolute ball, and support it in any way you can. All the best.
How's it going, folks? John Duddy here. Just want to thank Mike Houlihan for an amazing time and the Irish Hooley back in 2021, and I know that they're coming up. They're looking forward to 2022. It's going to be a fantastic time. Looking forward to hearing what the other movies and screenings that they're going to have up there. Whenever I was there, they looked after us, so they did. We were spoiled rotten, staying in great hotels. Our movie was screened a Bed in the River at a fantastic cinema, and we had a great turnout with everyone that showed us great support. So if you're there, you get the chance, you get lucky enough to be inducted in, go check it out. Chicago's a great town, and the Hooligans give you a fantastic experience. All the best, and keep fighting, folks.
Hello Chicago people, Paddy Hayes here from the twilight of Galway City. On the day that William Goldman passed away, the man who said we need our storytellers. We need someone to keep us alive through the night when the wind is howling and the wolves are howling and the light is flickering from the fire. And the Irish American movie Hooley is just one such event. I was there in, I don't know what year, the inaugural year of the Irish American movie Hooley. And now, more than ever, we need cultural events to keep the flame alive. And Mike Houlihan's film festival was a brilliant event that enabled filmmakers to engage with audiences. We don't see our audiences terribly often in filmmaking. So support if you can. Hooley's event is both cultural and enlightening, and now, as I say, more than ever, we need spaces for dialogue, we need spaces for interrogating culture and to reflect back on the lives that we are living. Over and out from Galway.
Hello, I'm Roshi. I'm the camera.
Hey Mike, Dave McLaughlin here. Just want to say hello. Excited about the Irish American movie Hooley. I have to say it was one of the best film festivals, one of the funnest groups of people to be with. You know, great crowd, great movies, great organizer, obviously, great city. So miss you guys. I hope everybody's doing well, and I'm excited to just check in and hear that everything's going so great. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Kevin Bagan. I'm an independent filmmaker from New York. And my film, the Beneath the Shoveled Stars, played at the second annual Hooley Film Festival. And, I made a couple films over the years, and by far, the best festival I ever participated in was the Hooley Film Festival. Mike Houlihan, he was a class act the whole way through. The festival flew me out from Brooklyn out to Chicago, both ways, and put me up in an amazing, I forget the name of the hotel, but it's a pretty famous old one in downtown Chicago. I'm sure you all know which one it is. And he picked me up from the airport, and he managed to get the film reviewed in the Chicago Tribune. He personally wrote a full-page article in the Irish Echo for the film, exclusively just for my film. And we had a sold-out audience, and it was a great crowd. They weren't asking the usual questions of, what's the budget? What kind of camera did you shoot it on? Though I asked those questions myself. But it was just just really the highlight of participating in a film festival. And I know Mike is trying to raise funds for the next one, and I would really just encourage everybody to contribute what they can. Mike just really embraced the films, and he's doing an amazing job and an important job, and I just really appreciate it, what he's doing, and I look forward to someday getting another film in there. Great job, Mike. Bye.
Hi, my name is Bob Jackson, and in 2016, Mike Houlihan brought me to Chicago as part of the Irish American movie Hooley for a screening of a documentary I made called A Doctor's Sword. And it was a fantastic experience. The film was shown at the Gene Siskel Film Center in downtown Chicago. We got a fantastic review in the Chicago Tribune. I was put up at the Chicago Hilton, and got to see all the usual sites like the Art Institute of Chicago, did the river tour, etc. So had a brilliant couple of days and met the other filmmakers and the people involved in the festival, etc. So the work that they're involved in is really important for Irish filmmakers and also for Irish American filmmakers. Now on the Sunday the 16th of December, they're organising a fundraiser for the Hibernian Transmedia Organisation. It's on from 3 o'clock till 7 o'clock at the Chicago Hilton. And if you could make it, it would be really great if you could support this organisation, because they really do a lot to support Irish culture in America. And it's also Mike Houlihan's birthday, so you might wish him happy birthday and maybe buy him a drink. Thanks.
Exactly 100 years after the Irish Rising, I flew to Chicago to the second Chicago movie Hooley. It was 2016. Kevin Baggett came down from New York with Beneath Dishevelled Stars, and Bob Jackson flew out from here with A Doctor's Sword. My wife and our two sons, then aged 9 and 11, accompanied us, and they loved every minute of their time at the second Chicago movie Hooley. We stayed on Michigan Avenue, right across from the Chicago Art Institute, and the kids went and filmed themselves right beside the Chicago Bean. The questions I got after the screening of my film Fish na Fishoige, or The Lark's View, were as good as I got anywhere else in the world. People engaged with the subject matter, which was on the area of poetry and how the land of Ireland has inspired people to write, how the old stories attached to the land and how these are remembered in the collective folk memory. It was a time to meet new people, to discuss films with the other filmmakers, and to take questions from a really engaged audience at the Gene Siskel Film Centre down on State Street. I'd love to go back again, and I advise anyone who can make it, go there and meet the people in Chicago, one of the friendliest cities in America.
So, my name is Kevin Fortuna. I am the producer and writer of The Dunning Man. Somebody else wrote the script. I came up with a short story. And my last and favorite festival was the movie Hooley. Why? Because of the Irishness, because of the love of storytelling, the humanity of it, the inspiration it gave to Irish artists to collaborate, which I think is the vision behind it, which is a beautiful vision by Mike Houlihan. Support this festival. It's good for humanity, it's good for Ireland, it's good for Irish.
Hi, my name is Colin Broderick. I am a filmmaker. 2 years ago we screened Emerald City at the Hooley in Chicago. It is a fine film festival. We were taken care of really well. We had reviews in the Chicago Tribune. We had radio interviews when we were up there. We stayed in a fine hotel and we were really taken care of. It is a great way of bringing Irish film to Chicago. Movies like Emerald City that are not getting a wide release. It's an important film festival and Mike Houlihan is doing important work. This festival needs your support.
Hi, my name is Julie Ryan. I produced The Young Offenders in 2017. I came to the festival with the movie. It was such an amazing experience. One of the best things about it was the 3 films we actually all teamed together to make a film this year. And we really hope to be able to come back to the festival with that film. I got to explore the city and we did a great press tour. We had so much crack. Mike is really amazing person to have running the festival. I really hope to be back there again soon and I hope that everyone will support the festival.
Hello, this is Sean Hartopoulos, the writer and director of Covadonga, which played on the opening night of the 2018 Irish American movie Hooley. I just wanted to encourage everyone to support the movie Hooley. It was a great experience for me. Allowed me to meet fellow filmmakers Mark O'Connor and Fergus O'Brien, the directors of Cardboard Gangsters and Mother's Day, whom I feel connected to now as a result of the Hooley. And not only them, but all the audience members and the staff members who put on this lovely event and patronized it, and the Gene Siskel Film Center, which you couldn't ask for a better place, a more beautiful, historic place to host the event. So I would just encourage everybody to do what they can to continue supporting Mike Hooley and the Irish American movie Hooley, because it's indispensable for filmmakers to get their work out there, especially to audiences that are inclined to dig it. And, you know, we create these stories not just for entertainment, but they define us as Irish men and women, Irish Americans, human beings. They allow us to take the lessons of the past and amplify our successes and learn from our mistakes and forge a better future for us all. So thanks for keeping it going, and I look forward to celebrating together at Hooley's to come. All my love and support, and Aaron Gobra.
Hi guys, this is Mark O'Connor, the writer-director of Cardboard Gangsters. My film recently played there in Chicago at the movie Hooley, Mike Houlihan's film festival, and I thought it was an amazing experience there. It's a great film festival for establishing connections between North America and Ireland, and also very beneficial for filmmaking, Irish filmmaking in general. So if anybody can support this festival in any way, it'd be great. I really urge you to, because they're doing amazing work. Thanks a lot.
Greetings Chicago, my name is Fergus O'Brien and I'm a director of a film called Mother's Day that was recently shown at the Chicago Irish American Film Hooley. I was lucky enough to attend the 3-day festival, and I can't tell you what a brilliant time I had. It's an incredible festival. The enthusiasm of the crowds that came out to see the film, the rigour of their questions. It was really an inspiring and thoroughly enjoyable weekend. I know that you're all gathered for a bit of a fundraiser for that cause and the guys who put it all together, and I'd really urge you to dig deep and help them out as much as you can, because I really can't emphasize how necessary it is to have festivals like that, to give Irish filmmakers a voice and a platform in the States that otherwise would be a very difficult market to access. So you'd really be helping out young and fledgling and not so young like myself filmmakers if you could support what the guys are doing, support the festival, and continue to keep Chicago on the map. Being there was such a joy, and I'm very grateful to you all for inviting me out and for your warm hospitality. Have a great evening, and wishing you the best of luck and long life for that amazing festival. God bless.
Hey everyone in Chicago, Shawnee Shukru here, writer-director of Misty Button. I'm here in New York at the moment, working on a play, and I was just talking about film festivals yesterday with some of the cast. And Misty, we were very fortunate that it's played in about 12 festivals now in 2019. And a question someone asked me yesterday was, geez, how do you afford to go to all of them? And it's tough as a filmmaker having to fly. We were in Ireland, from Ireland to California, Chicago, and New York, and we were all over the place, and it does get very expensive. And I said to them, I goes, do you know what? We were in one festival in Chicago. A man by the name of Mike Houlihan runs it, called the Irish American Film Hooley. And I said it was the only festival out of the 12 of them that actually flew me to Chicago, put us up in a hotel. And you know, when you go to a city or a town where you don't know anyone, it's sometimes you can go in and play in front of a lot of empty houses. And Chicago, Mike's festival was packed every night. I knew no one in Chicago before the festival. After the second or third night, I actually had friends there. We spent some great times in the pub after the screenings. I met some great Irish filmmakers that I'll be friends with for life, and some great Irish Americans that I'll hopefully be friends for life too. If you're watching this, I ask, please support Mike's effort to put up the 6th Irish American Film Hooley. I hope to be back there again for the 10th one. That's probably the last thing I said to Mike, because I'll see you for number 10. So please support Mike. Thank you again to Mike Houlihan for everything you did for us. We had a blast. We stayed in a hotel where they shot The Fugitive, and it was beautiful. We had a great time. So anyway, greetings from New York, everyone, and I hope to see you all out in Chicago again soon. And good luck, Mike.
Evening, everybody.
Hooley said not to spare anything on the production for this, so I took him at his word. Earlier this year, it was the first time to be over at the Hooley Gooley extravaganza, and I must say it was a fantastic experience, really well organised, and just found that I was made feel welcome straight away. Really enjoyed it, really well organised, fantastic cinema. Not just technically, but just the way the layout was, and there was a sort of anticipation between the film before and then after, and a few really good nights and one or two long ones, and one memorably long morning, which was actually the first time I ever did an interview, a radio interview at the top of an old folks home. But that too was memorable. So it was a fantastic festival, and I was delighted to be there. I hope to be there another time. It took 5.5 years to make The Man Who Wanted to Fly. So by this reckoning, with a bit of luck, I'll be back over in 2030. And thanks.
How are you? Aisling Ní Láthirtha here, or Aisling Jack, or just Jack as I was known as, because nobody could pronounce my name in Chicago. When I was over in September, very kindly brought over for the Irish American movie Hooley. Mike Houlihan had contacted Paddy Hayes, my boss, had been over in year one, and it was an incredible experience. It was very humble and heartwarming, and the team were all incredible, and it really was thoroughly enjoyable. And I think gate crashing a wedding at 11:30 a.m. was definitely one of the highlights. So you don't know what you can expect when you're at the Irish American movie Hooley. Started to rain here in Galway, so this is Barna, which would have featured heavily in our film Cummer. So I'm after bringing you back, and the rain did stay away for about 3 minutes, but I didn't get away with it, but it is Ireland. So I want to thank you all for an incredible experience, and I hope all is well with everybody in Chicago, and I hope to see you again soon. Gur míle maith agaibh. Mwah, slán.